Welcome to the bold analysis. Photos of the former immediate chairperson of IEBC, Wafula Chebukati, emerged online, and this was shared by Chebukati himself. And Kenyans have been left. It has elicited debate with a host of Kenyans asking very serious questions about the situation of Wafula Chebukati. The chairperson of IBC, who believed that he did it all right by declaring William Ruto as the president-elect amidst the breakaway commission, with a breakup in the commission, took a low profile after the elections. And I think 15 months later, there were some few questions that Kenyans have been asking is, where is Chebukati and what is his situation? Of course, nothing is permanent, but people took an issue with the fact that Chebukati he's been holding some stake. And if we check this video, kuna hiyo stick ameshika kwa mkono. Of course, I realized that people were arguing that maybe if you see that photo just with the family members, people were arguing whether he's unwell or so. But I don't think, I checked his previous photos. There's also another photo, alipigwa, I think just a month ago. I think I need to get this photo here. Pia alikuwa anashika hiyo stick. So it's very true that maybe anatembea na hiyo stick. These photos have been exposed and is looking a bit frail, with Kenyans asking what really is going on with the former IBC chairperson. There have been multiple reports. I think that was late last year about him being airlifted for some medical attention, that the family never confirmed or denied the reports. I think those reports emerged last year around September, that Chebukati was flown out of the country to a European nation for some treatment. And despite the fact that those reports circulated, they never came to deny or maybe confirm. After taking a bit of that, the recent appearance was also when Frail alluded to the fact that William Ruto was planning to bring back Chebukati through backdoor to be given some job in the High Court, and that also elicited a bit of some big debate. But generally, Chebukati had taken a low profile with only wife Mary, who was working in government even by the time Chebukati was in IBC, was handed a job as a Commissioner of Revenue Allocation. Now, I want us to look at a question that I know many have been asking. When just months around the elections 2022, Wafula Chebukati was touted as the messiah of the moment. And Kenya Kwanza touted the man as the hero because allegedly, of course, he had done what, according to him, was the right thing, according to him. But there have been reports that did Kenya Kwanza reward Chebukati? Maybe. Despite of all that poetic talk, oh, he's our hero, oh, he's this, oh, he's this. You would expect, you would even expect that Chebukati would even be a minister if there was a possibility of him being appointed. Or he would be somewhere, But it's not been, maybe around government, probably it's also a personal decision to stay away. But recently there was a plan to form commission of inquiry. That commission of inquiry, it didn't go anywhere. Anyway, it did go anywhere because I think Kenya Kwanza team refused, and allegedly Chebukati also confronted William Ruto by saying that he had done his part, and he believes that the other bit of that other process of auditing or probing the last election, he would not be party to that, even though that probe was also seeing Cherera 4 and the team, maybe the ones that are out in exile, coming back in the country. But so, why do you think Chebukati disappeared from the limelight, despite the fact that he was the hero. So you needed to take care of the hero. Kenya Kwanza needed to take care of the hero, to see him ambassador somewhere, some very serious job somewhere. There have been reports. Is it a matter of being used and dumped, or much as we are being told of him being a hero, but is it just a transactional? Was it just a transactional deal where you announce William Ruto, you get your cash and you go home? There's so many questions that are emerging around that. But then I want to explain why Chebukati disappeared from the limelight. And that was very necessary. I want to explain that because you realize that at some point angetoka aongelee mambo elections. Hey, Kenyan soldier. And even I wish you go and check hata nimeona his Twitter page, he has deactivated the replies. Why? Because I checked last night. Hey, there were a lot of insults and abuses, and people are really mocking him, looking at his condition, even though I would not want to delve on the fact that he could be unwell because he's a human being. Yeah, nothing would is limited. Anaweza kuwa mgonjwa, it's possible because he's also a human being, irrespective of how you feel about him or about the decision. So why Chebukati disappeared from the limelight was I want us to look at here. But before we do that, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos. Thank you very much for your support, those who support our channel, subscribe, those who also share our videos, and also support our charity programs. I will not get tired of mentioning that because we do that apart from political analysis. That is also something we do by saying we are not just going to speak about governance and complain and point this is wrong and this is wrong without also being part of the solution. And that is why we came up with that CSR to support the community in time of need. Now, Chebukati's defense of elections cannot give William Ruto validation as many would actually thought. He's the person that announced William Ruto the president-elect. In fact, he's the person that made Ruto the president. So, against all other factors, what many would, the first script, the first few months was Chebukati, defending his position. And when the likes of Chereras were to be pushed out of office and Masit went all the way to the tribunal, Chebukati came out to defend William Ruto. But then you actually realize that the more he comes out to remind the country about how he did the best, is the more the country gets annoyed. In fact, even in government, people, even William Ruto wants things to cool down. The truth of the matter is that even to death, there's still people that have not yet moved on. I know even members of this channel that have not yet moved on. So the defense, he cannot come out and he cannot defend William Ruto in public because that really is part of it. In fact, number two, he is the center of the Ruto aggression would be meted on him. For example, the polls body, the IBC and Kenya Kwanza believes there was a crisis that he averted. Now, many believe that because the person that made Ruto the president, he's the person when things are not working, all these problems of taxation and this and that and forced, there is over taxation and there is forced taxation where your money is just taken, being chopped off. I'm going to build some houses for some poor Kenyans, and so you need to give you my money. I need to give you your money. You need to give me your money. Like, I want you to pay so that I can also offer health services to some poor Kenyans. So many people see him as the cause of the problem. And I was looking at those replies. Some of those replies were like, hey, bana wewe sasa wewe ndio umetuleta. Tuko hapa kwa sababu ya wewe. Were it not for your acts, maybe you would not been here, we'll be having something different. And he cannot come up. The more he comes out, and I even blame the family for sharing those photos. Because if you look at the way Kenyans have been reacting, I think it was a big blunder even to share those photos. If you look at him, of course, he looks weak. He looks a bit frail. it is highly possible, there's a high probability that he has been sick or maybe just recuperating. But they did need to show the country because there is a lot of character assassination going on. And if you look at the way Kenyans are talking in the social media spaces, it's not very healthy even for him. Now, no merited reward. And Ruto is in a very big dilemma because you cannot, even if you want to call him hero, you cannot give him any job. If you give him any job, the Kenyans will say, you know what? It's because he elected you. He actually announced you. Chebukati will be seen as a Ruto plan to regain next polls. And that is because that's one thing. The face of election rigging in this country, as we talk, is Wafula Chebukati. Those who believe, you know, he spearheaded elections 2017 and Maraga threw it away because of rigging claims. Again, 2022, it was contested and the decision was very contentious. So, him being around, if you plant him in any government office around here, the public will see very well that Nyinyi memleta too so that we manipulate the next election. He's the face of election rigging. So he has to be out. He has to be off the limelight by whatever means. So that at least as we try to create the image, to mend the image of IBC and, you know, to run election reforms, I believe that is strongly why he's off the limelight. And the family might have made a big blunder by even leaking those photos. I think it was a mistake. If you look at the way Kenyans are character assassinating him in just social media spaces, it's clearly that also I see people have not moved on. Even as tukisemanga uta move on. People have not moved on. Thank you. Hi guys, so I'm so happy finally the February project is done. I know most of us have been talking about this. We did know it will come to fruition, but I'm in Mama Lucy and I've managed to get 13 out. Yes, I was planning for 7, but who knows, God has another way of doing his own things. That we managed to our to 13, and apart from that, we've also done some food stuff because you know these guys hawa mambo wamekuwa hospitali for long na hawajakuwa wakifanya kazi. So what we decided is whatever has remained, we do some food stuff for them. And I'm just so happy that they are going home, wanted to reunite with the rest of their family. Some have been here for long, so I just want to say thank you on behalf of Bold Charity Network, my family, myself, and everyone. In whatever way you've come through this, nasema santeni sana. These women are out. Now I'll just give 2 or 3 chances. Waseme tu kitu moja. You can just say thank you. Tanzania huyu.
Tumeshukuru. Okay, my name is Oduor. Tumeshukuru kwa kuja kututoa huku. Tumekaa huku for long na the bill was too much yenye hatungeweza kuafford. But Bold Charity Network imekuja ikatutoa na tunasema ni asante.
Naitwa Teresia Wanjiru ama Mama Favor. Na nataka kuambia asante kwa sababu bili ilikuwa mob, singeweza kulipa, but kwa ajili ya Mungu ati ni mimi natoka. Asante, God bless you all.
Haya, huyu nani mwingine anaweza ongea? Wewe sio? Sema kitu kama tu asante.
Mimi cha kuwashukuru ni kusema asante kwa Mungu. Tumekuwa huku for a long time. Kama mimi nilidischangiwa on 15, nikang'ang'ana, nikapata, nikalipa, nikaambiwa nirudi kwa ward. Sai I'm very happy. Niko out, nitaenda sasa kuungana na familia yangu. Asanteni sana.
Mimi naitwa Lydia Chelimo. Bili yangu ilitoka date 16. But singe manage kulipa, but God ameniwezesha nimetoka huku, nitatoka leo. Nimeshukuru sana na nimefurahi.
Yeah, so guys, that was it. I had to give you this confirmation that finally to manage, and may God meet you in the hour of need. I spent 2 days here listening to their stories, and their stories are a testament of how we need to come for the society. For all those who participated in this Bold Charity Network, this was our CSR for the month of February. Akimbarikiwe. We will do this next time. Asanteni sana. I'm more happy than them. Asanteni. Sawa.